we must come together and meet the president of Nigeria. I have some of my family who are Christians say, must we be sold to the Hausas and the Fulanis and so on and so forth. I mean, we should debunk all that kind of insinuation and nonsensical vituperations. Islam is universal. It's not a tribal religion. It's not we are not talking about ethnicity here.
Jẹ́ kí a tolerate ara wa, kí oníkálùkù sin ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ dáadáa. Àwa Mùsùlùmí Ọlọ́run ti fi yé wa pé lakum dinukum waliya din. Ẹ fi tiyín ṣe tiyín, kí àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn mìíràn fi tiwọn ṣe tiwọn. There is no compulsion in religion. We are not compelling anybody to join us or to do what we are doing. But let us do our own in the way Allah asks us to do it.
What we should do is, if we agree, is something that we did when the late Bola Ahmed was victimizing Muslims in Oyo State, even old Oyo State. The Muslim Student Society, you know, I was its national president. We went around all the mosques, virtually all the mosques, sensitizing people about the injustice which Bola Ahmed was meting out to Muslims. And the thing worked. It worked because it resulted in ditching Bola Ahmed. And all of us are aware of how he was shouting on the radio. Is that the kind of vote you did in Iwo, in Ejigbo, in Baga? Crying. That is the kind of thing we should be doing. Secondly, it is very, very important that we educate the masses. This kind of thing we are doing is both education and sensitization, but we must educate the masses. In other words, most of the things which have come out from our scholars, including our sheikh, today, we must document them and send these things as handbills to mosques, not only in English but also in Yoruba language. When we do that and everybody is aware of what Sharia is all about, we will have no much problem. Again, the Sharia Council of Nigeria, the Muslim, the League of Imam and Alphas, we must come together and meet the president of Nigeria. I just murmured to one of our people here that one of those mentioned as a Muslim is not a Muslim, he's a Christian. And he's my in-law, so I know him inside out. Isaac Salako, my book. When it comes to religion, he is a Christian. And I want us to know too that even President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a moribund Muslim. No doubt about it. Why must we be deceiving ourselves? Even the wife who controls him, because many people have alluded to that the woman is so powerful that it is whatever he says that the president listens to. And we know he's a big wit he's a pastor at the Redeem Church under Adeboye, and we know how much Adeboye likes the Muslims. Then the most important thing that concerns the masses is this: whatever will stop suffering, hunger. So we must emphasize that when we meet him, if we are able to meet him. The last time some of us met him, I spoke and I said, this bottled water served to us here in Aso Rock. In 1970, when I went to Saudi Arabia on pilgrimage, it was 1 riyal, and that in 2023, it remains 1 riyal. I mean, you could do similar thing. So that is the kind of thing we have to drum into the ears of those under whose governance we are put. And finally, honestly, we need to educate the masses. We use our mosque to educate them. I do it. Baba is a witness, because at random he will listen to my dawah in my mosque. You need to first educate your own wives, especially those of us who have 4 wives. I have 4. And I'm proud about it. So you need to. I don't want anybody to intercept my wife and come up with a discussion on Sharia and say we'll be scratching our head. No. Ditto for my children. This is what each and every one of us must be doing if we are not been doing it. It's very important. And we should let them know that, of course, it is already stated here, and I've said that whatever that have come out from the scholars and from the President of Sharia Council of Nigeria today, and even from the discussions we are doing now, we must put them in black and white and get this distributed gratis to as many people as we can in Yoruba language, particularly, and if possible in Igbo language, because we are talking about the southern Nigeria. And then we should let these people know that Islam is universal. It's not a tribal religion. It's not we are not talking about ethnicity here. I have some of my family who are Christians say, must we be sold to the Hausas and the Fulanis and so on and so forth. I mean, we should debunk all that kind of insinuation and nonsensical vituperations. Thank you.
And adúpẹ́ fún àwọn bàbá wa fún ìgbìyànjú yín lórí ẹ̀sìn. Ọlọ́run bá tí ó ti kún yín lọ́wọ́ látẹ̀yìn wa á tún máa kún yín lọ́wọ́. Wa inna jundana lahumul ghalibun. Òní sun yín, Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kó sun yín. Gbogbo yìí tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, Ọlọ́run náà mọ̀ sí, ṣùgbọ́n àdánwò ló jẹ́ fún wa. And lágbára Ọlọ́run, we are going to overcome it, inshallah, bi qudratillah. As I used to say, Nigeria, ó dà gẹ́gẹ́ bí bicycle ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ méjì ni. The Christians owns one of the wheel, the Muslim owns one of the wheel. But in as whatever ti ń gbìyànjú pé kí wheel kan kó má move, ẹ̀yìn àní move síwájú. So, ẹ jẹ́ kí a tolerate ara wa, kí oníkálukú sí ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ dáadáa. Àwa Mùsùlùmí Ọlọ́run ti fi yé wa pé lakum dinukum waliya din. Ẹ fi tiyín ṣe tiyín, kí àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn mìíràn fi tiwọn ṣe tiwọn. There is no compulsion in religion. Ọlọ́run aláàánú á ràn wá lọ́wọ́. We are not compelling anybody to join us or to do what we are doing, but let us do our own in the way Allah asks us to do it. Ọlọ́run á ràn gbogbo wa lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́run ní ṣe lè láṣẹ fún wa. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik.
Jazakumullahu khair.